Welcome back to the Japan FinTech Observer. Get ready for a quick hit of the latest news in Japanese finance and fintech. We're diving into the headlines, breaking down the trends, and leaving you with the insights you need to stay ahead of the curve. Let's go.
The Global Financial Centers Index, published semi-annually by Zhen Group and the China Development Institute, stands as a premier benchmark for assessing the competitiveness of the world's major financial hubs. The 38th edition, dated September 2025, offers a timely and data-rich perspective on the shifting dynamics of global finance. This analysis delves into the performance of Japan's financial centers within the latest index. It begins by establishing the broader global context, identifying the dominant players and overarching trends. It then narrows the focus to the fiercely competitive Asia-Pacific region, where Japan's cities vie for prominence against established leaders and rapidly emerging contenders. The findings reveal a nation on a distinct upward trajectory, with Tokyo making a significant return to the top 15 and Osaka showing steady progress. However, the data also highlights persistent challenges related to international perception and the need to cultivate a more dynamic and diversified financial ecosystem to secure a leading role in the future of global finance. At the pinnacle of the index, a familiar quartet continues its dominance, albeit with intensifying competition. New York maintains its first-place position with a rating of 766, but its lead has narrowed significantly. London holds strong at second, 765, having closed the gap to a single rating point. Hot on their heels are Hong Kong, 764, and Singapore, 763, with only 1 point separating each of these top four centers. This Big Four configuration underscores a multipolar financial world where North America, Europe, and Asia each host globally indispensable hubs. Beneath this top tier, the remainder of the top 10 also shows remarkable stability, with no changes in rank from the previous edition. The US asserts its depth with San Francisco, 5th, Chicago, 6th, and Los Angeles, 7th. They are joined by the Chinese powerhouses of Shanghai, 8th, and Shenzhen, 9th, and South Korea's capital, Seoul, 10th. This lack of movement in the top 10 suggests that the foundational strengths of these centers, deep capital markets, vast talent pools, and robust legal frameworks, create a significant competitive moat that is difficult for others to breach. It is within the top 20 that the most significant shifts are observed, and this is where Japan's positive story begins. One of the report's key headlines explicitly states, Tokyo and Zurich entered the top 20, replacing Beijing and Amsterdam. This is a noteworthy achievement for Japan's capital. Tokyo made a formidable leap, climbing 7 places from 6 months ago. Its rating surged by 14 points, from 730 to 744. This ascent places it firmly back among the world's elite financial centers, ahead of established European hubs like Zurich, 16th, and Paris, 18th. Osaka also registered a commendable performance, moving up 4 places from 40th to 36th. Its rating increased by 11 points to 723, positioning it as a globally significant center and placing it ahead of cities like Copenhagen, 37th, and Milan, 41st. The Asia-Pacific region is arguably the most dynamic theater of competition in global finance. The report underscores its strength, noting that 6 Asia-Pacific centers feature in the world top 15, and the average rating for this region is up 1.27%. This growth outpaces that of North America, 0.56%, and Western Europe, 0.61%, signaling a continued shift in economic gravity towards the east. The region is led by a clear top tier of 5 financial centers that also rank in the global top 10. Hong Kong, global rank 3. Singapore, global rank 4. Shanghai, global rank 8. Shenzhen, 9. Seoul, global rank 10. These cities form a formidable leading pack, combining international connectivity, Hong Kong, Singapore, immense domestic market scale, Shanghai, Shen, and technological prowess, Seoul. They are the primary engines of financial activity in the region and are consistently rated as the most competitive hubs. Within this context, Japan's cities hold respectable, yet secondary positions. According to the regional rankings presented above, Japan's standing is as follows. Tokyo is the 6th ranked financial center in Asia-Pacific. It sits just outside the top group, leading the best of the rest pack, which includes Beijing 7th, Sydney 8th, and Melbourne 9th. Osaka is ranked 13th in the region, a solid mid-tier position among the 30-plus Asia-Pacific centers included in the index. While Tokyo's position as 6th in this high-powered region is strong, the gap between it and the top 5 highlights a persistent challenge. The dynamism of its neighbors, particularly the growth fueled by China's economy and Singapore's role as a global wealth and technology hub, sets a very high bar for competition. Lastly, the emergence of Fukuoka as an associate center adds an intriguing new dimension to Japan's regional presence. Associate centers are those that have not yet received the 150 assessments required for full inclusion, but are being actively tracked. Fukuoka is not yet close to this threshold, with just 50 assessments. Its mean assessment score of 722 is exceptionally high for a non-ranked city, on par with fully ranked global centers like Copenhagen, 37th. This suggests that those who are familiar with Fukuoka rate it highly, and it has the potential to debut strongly in the index once it achieves greater global visibility. This points to a possible future where Japan's financial landscape becomes more diversified beyond the traditional Tokyo-Osaka axis.